welcome back to the Late Night Gamer. You may have noticed that the videos on Prussia 20 has stopped on my channel. It's not because I've stopped filming or lost interest. So what happened is that when I play, I leave the game on the table, set up between episodes, and that normally goes very well. But this time, during family cleaning weekend, or at the end of the week, we always have this family cleaning event happening where we all clean together the house for the weekend. And someone was a little bit eager, so the game got cleaned away. And I guess I could have, retract it and set it up again. But I actually decided that maybe it was time to stop the recording of that game. Anyway, I did quite a few mistakes there, which was a bit unnecessary, I think. But at least we got to see some example play, and we saw the content of the game and the quality of the cardboard and the map and so forth, and the illustrations and a little bit of gameplay. There will be no more updates on the Prussia 20 game for now, unless there's an uproar, I guess, but I'm sure there isn't. As always, the comments that you guys gave were really helpful and helped me iron out a few things. It seems like some time since I last played a war game. You can see that on the errors and stuff and the thinking. But I will continue with recording content for the channel. I don't know if I should say something about my impressions of the game. Maybe a little bit. I'm not sure that the game gave me a Napoleonic feeling. I think, and this is true for most war games. Most war games on this grand scale is moving counters, adjacent, and resolving attacks. And I find that in the end a little repetitive and, well, I'm not sure if I should say boring. But I'm not super happy always with that. So I'm looking for that game which has some variation to how they resolve combat. The reason is that, in the sense, it doesn't really give me a different feeling to play this game, which is a Napoleonic game, and say Unconditional Surrender, which is a Second World War game, where there are tanks and infantry. Sure, there are different unit types. Same here, and you have to take that into consideration into your strategy, but I'm not sure I'm happy how they make combat come to life on the board. So maybe I'm just not too fond of grand scale games. For squad level type of games, it's better because they can fire over certain distances, and you have to take into account buildings and cover and all this kind of stuff. Opportunity fire, so that's more detailed, and I like that more than this grand scale game. So with that in mind, also I'm not sure I got that Napoleonic feeling here, that there are actually different types of armies than there are in, say, Unconditional Surrender or any other World War II games. But the game is not bad. It's not that. It's certainly enjoyable. It's fast played, easy to set up, and the rules are contradictory to what you may believe when you looked at my mistakes. It's not a complicated game. It's a relatively simple game. So that makes it easy to break it out, set it up, and you can play it fairly quickly with an opponent once you get to know the basics, the basic rules. So I will use this game actually to play with my kids, to introduce them to wargaming. I think that's fantastic to have easy games to do that. Because there are no hidden units, you can easily play it solitaire, which is another great plus for me. Games that can be played solitaire are super. I like that. I like to play solitaire war games. Right, so I wouldn't say too much more about my impressions because I haven't played it enough to really go in depth into this. But I hope you enjoyed it, and stay tuned for more upcoming games on my channel. See you. Bye bye.